Hey, hey, welcome back to Army is Able. I'm Army if you're new here, of course. And today we have a good video. It's very entertaining. It is going to move quick though, but y'all, let me tell you, this girl is my spirit animal. I love her. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
This is a story time on how I stopped talking to my best friend because she fucked her sister's fucking fiance. Mind you, I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory on this girl, okay? I have toothpaste on my face and shit, ignore it, okay? I'm not looking the best, but let me tell you the story before I fucking forget. So she was a super pretty girl. She was pretty, well, she was kind of like mid, but like, you know, like she was cute or whatever, and she was thick as fuck, like the thickest bitch in our fucking grade, probably the thickest girl in our school. Like her body was T. I'm not even gonna front my shit, okay? But look, this is basically what the fuck happened. I remember her telling me, oh, her sister got a new boyfriend, cool, whatever. But then when she told me that her sister got a new boyfriend, she was telling me, she's like, I don't know, girl, because he used to be in my inbox before. So when she told me that, I was thinking it was a little weird. Like, what do you mean he was in your inbox before? So the bitch literally sends me like a screen recording of that guy fucking messaging her for like 3 years straight, trying to link up with my friend, right? My friend didn't find this guy cute or anything at all. But since they both played soccer, I guess he really wanted to talk to her because he figured they had something in common. You know, she was very beautiful. So I guess he was trying to get in where he fit in, you know? Anyway, so she tells me that shit. She sends me the fucking screen recording and I'm like, bitch, does your sister know this shit? And she was like, yeah, my sister knows. And I'm like, girl, it's a little weird, but okay, you know, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's none of my business, so I'm not gonna really comment too much on that. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But this was bothering me. But anyways, so basically, like, that guy had tried to talk to her before and she never was like interested. Fast forward, her sister gets with this guy. She gets with him or whatever. And I guess, like, you know, they really they like each other, bro. What the fuck? I got so much shit going on. They get together, you know, they have their own relationship or whatever. But things start getting kind of serious. He ends up moving into their crib. So he's living with both sisters and their mom. He starts getting kind of comfortable, like, you know, like he really starts fucking feeling like he's a part of the family. Like you could just tell like he's taking on the role as like the man of the house. It was like just secreting off his fucking ugly ass face that he thought he was the shit. You could see it all on him. Anyways, I ended up fucking moving to New York for a whole year, right? When I went to New York, I ended up staying in contact with this friend. This was like my best friend, so we'd FaceTime every day, we'd smoke on the phone, etc. You know what I'm saying? Like we just pretend like we're hanging out, but we'd be on FaceTime. And there was this one specific time I remember we were all like on the phone together, me, her sister, and the dude. And I just remember we were all like matching or whatever, like smoking on the fucking FaceTime. And I just remember we were all telling like whole stories. And then he started telling a story about how he fucked 2 sisters before. Bitch, it ain't no fucking way. Like, bro, the foreshadowing is crazy. Like, in other words, he's trying to tell you bitches he did it before, he will do it again. Because even it rubbed wrong on me. Like, if a guy I was dating told me he fucked 2 sisters and I know he wanted to get with my sister before, it would fucking rub me wrong. And
I love this girl. Like the way she talked, the way she is telling this story, her thought process. I am right there with you, sis. Like there is not a lot of times you meet people or you know, get to interact with people and they kick it to you exactly like you would kick it to somebody else. I love this girl. I just got to throw that out there.
anyways, that's just like a little piece of like information to keep. And since they lived together, my friend used to walk around her crib in booty shorts and shit. And I feel like on her part too, she was a little bogus for that. Because, you know, like have a little bit of respect. It's your sister's man. You know, I know it's your crib, but still. And on top of that, look, this is another, how the fuck I forget this shit? She's a fucking thought. Like, literally, she's a hoe. Like, she gets down with the get down, which is cool. You know, I don't care. Do whatever you want with your cooter. It has nothing to do with me. But always remember, like, girls that are fucking boy crazy, like, 2 boy crazy, like, those are the bitches you gotta watch because they be ready to fuck your man. Anyway, so like I said, he's starting to get real comfortable in her crib, and he starts going on like he goes on a vacation with them. Basically, he goes on vacation with them. He goes to like Texas or some shit with them out of town. And my friend tells me that she, you know, they went out there, they got drunk, you know, everything was cool. My friend gives me a call maybe like a couple days after said party when she was out of town or whatever, and she tells me, "Oh, girl, like I have something to tell you, but I don't know how to tell you." Da 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 da. She ends up telling me this bogus ass story, telling me that like, oh, she was fucking what the fuck, that she got in a shootout with this guy. And I knew it was some bullshit because she's not even like that. That bitch would have called me the same day. I know that she's fronting her shit. Anyway, she tells me that shit and I didn't buy it, but I left it alone. I wasn't gonna fucking grill her about some shit. If you don't want to tell me some shit, you don't have to tell me. Plus, you're the one that brought the shit up. I really didn't give a fuck or would have known, you know? Anyways, so she starts to fucking tell me like a couple days after that, like, okay, girl, I'm gonna tell you what really happened. She tells me they all got drunk, da 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 da. Her sister got blackout drunk. She ended up passing out at wherever the fuck they was at. But she said they wanted to keep drinking, so she went with dude to go to the fucking liquor store. And she said shit on the way to the liquor store, she was getting kind of, you know what I'm saying? It was getting a little freaky. So when she told me that shit, I was like, hell no, bitch, you're fucking crazy. Why would you do that? Because then she starts crying, but in my head, bro, nah, not even in my head. I told her, I'm like, bitch, what are you crying for, bitch? You weren't crying when you was on that dick. The fuck is wrong with you? Why are you trying to front your shit right now like you feel bad, bitch? You don't feel bad. So she's crying and she's telling me about the shit, and I'm telling her, bitch, you need to tell your sister before he feels like he has a one up on you one day. When y'all get into it, he's gonna be like, that's why I fucked both you bitches. To me, he probably even fucked the mom. The way they ass was all loose in that house, I wouldn't be fucking surprised, bruh. Anyway, she tells me this shit, right? She leaves it alone. We don't talk about the shit no more. Maybe a couple weeks pass by. This bitch is out her mind. She starts telling me that she's still doing shit with him and that she wants me to try some with her. Bitch, are you slow? Which is he? Are you slow?
Not try to Peter. Oh my God. This is crazy. Yeah, baby is definitely outside.
Or stupid or bitch, there's a fucking word I can't even say on here. But you know what I mean. Like, girl, you're way past. Like, bitch, there's no savior. There's no way. Like, I just felt so bad because she'll smile and give her sister kisses on the cheek whole time, not even knowing that her man's fucking pee-pee juice is on her face being given to her by her sister. So long story short, she tells me all this shit, and eventually I just slowly started cutting her off because in my mind, if you could do some shit like that to your sister, you will do that shit to me, you will do that shit to anybody. You have no morals, you have no self-respect, you don't have no care for the people that actually give a fuck about you. You rather put penis up here and your fucking self-respect down here. Bitch, please. I couldn't even fucking really look at her the same. You feel me? Like, there's no coming back from that. And then for you to sit in my face and tell me you want me to go with you to try some, bitch, you're out your damn rabbit ass mind. But anyways, y'all, that's my story. It was kind of long. I have more stories with this crazy ass girl, but as of right now, that's really what the fuck it was.
At this point, I gotta find the other stories that she has to tell about girl because, baby, this story was tea, and she did a great job explaining it. I know it went kind of fast because it's sped up, but I think it was right on time. I think her perspective is A1. I think Shorty is a real one from top to the bottom. She doesn't even want to be friends with this girl because of how low and immoral she is. I completely agree with that. I personally feel that if anybody can do that to their blood sister, their own family, flesh and blood, you are nothing and no one to them. They wouldn't even think twice before they cross you. And not just sleeping with your man. I wouldn't trust her with like finances, just anything across the board. That is just low life behavior to do that to your sister. But like she said, the mama, the sister, and her friend, she said the way they got down in that house, they wouldn't be. She would not be surprised if all of them was on him. And that's another thing, yo. It's so unfortunate. Like when people start to live together, I don't care if you don't even really like the person. If men and women are in close quarters, i.e., live together for a long periods of time, an attraction will start to form. That's why nobody should let a third party live in a house. If it's you and your man, or dude, if it's you and your woman, don't let another dude live up in your house. Ladies, don't even let friends live up in your house, not even for a month or two, because feelings and attraction begins to grow. I don't know what it is, but that's just how it is. But yeah, her friend is flawed. And I love, in a part of the conversation that was definitely tea, she was like, girl, you need to go ahead and tell your sister what happened. That way, one day if y'all get in an argument, you don't want Buddy to feel like he got the ups on you and then, he say it before you say it. Because then not only is you flawed, but you sour. Tell me what y'all thought about this in the comments. If you were the girl telling the story, what would you do in this situation? Would you stay quiet? Would you put distance in between you and your friend and stop being friends with her as she did? Would you tell the sister even, or do you feel like that's not your business? I don't know, y'all. Tell me what you would have did in the comments. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to hit that bell either. That way, when videos like this post, you'll be all in the see with me. But until next time, y'all. Bye.